Do you know that you can study nursing in the United Kingdom for free? I mean, free of any charge, without having to pay a dime. Yes, it is very, very possible. And I'm going to share this very important information with you in this video. So keep watching. Hey beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today again I'm going to be sharing with you a very vital piece of information, and this is about how to study nursing in the United Kingdom for free. I mean, free of funding. There are three ways I'm going to share with you in this video. But before I proceed to the information I'm going to share with you today, I just want to quickly remind you that if you're yet to see my previous videos and you're planning to either come into the UK, or you're in the UK and you're trying to navigate nursing in the UK, then this channel is the best channel for you, and you should actually go through my videos, and I'm very sure that you will find something for yourself. So now let's get back to the information that I am about to share with you, or I'm here to share with you today. So today we're talking about how to study nursing in the United Kingdom for free. Right? This might sound strange because a lot of people have asked me this question, that how can they study nursing in the UK? Are there cheap universities in the UK that they can study at? A lot of questions have popped up regarding this, because of course these past few years, COVID has made us realize that the world needs nurses the more. Nurses are leaving, but yes, nurses, a lot of people still want to become nurses. It's quite funny down there. But yeah, my own job here is to share this information with you. Studying nursing anywhere, trust me, is not cheap. Nursing anywhere is not cheap. Okay, it comes with a price and it is not cheap at all. Okay, but there are ways to go about it. Okay, when people ask me, oh, share a list of universities with us and this and that, cheap universities, I tell them I cannot use the word cheap. Yeah, I can, however, use the word affordable. I mean, it's something you can actually get to pay. I mean, you pay for it. So I shared recently a list of universities in the United Kingdom that are quite affordable, and on that particular content, a lot of people dropped comments regarding, oh, can you share other cheap universities with us? How can we, that we don't have, we just want to start nursing, how can we do this? A lot of questions just popped up, and one of the questions actually inspired this particular content that I am about to share with you. So yes, there are ways you can actually study nursing in the United Kingdom with 100% free funding. And the first of them, this one is going to sound funny, yeah, but well, it is still free. Okay, so the first one I'm going to share with you is university scholarships. Okay, so there are some universities out there that are ready to give you up to even 100% scholarship, and that depends on you. So one of the requirements, universities in the UK, I have a video where I have already talked about this requirement and how to apply, right? So you can check one of my videos out. I can pop the link to that video under the description so that you can easily access that video. Okay, so one of the requirements these universities always ask for is your transcript. That's your educational transcript, and based on your performance, right, they will rate how much of scholarship you deserve. So some people deserve 100%, some people deserve 70, some get 40, some get 50. It really depends on what they can afford at that time and what they think that you deserve. Okay, and some universities for students that are within the UK, I mean that are citizens in the United Kingdom, they get up to like £5,000, £5,000 scholarship that you do not have to pay back. You do not have to give back in whatsoever form. Okay, these scholarships are free. You don't have to pay them back. And this is about university scholarships. And a couple of universities do this. In fact, quite a number of them. Manchester Metropolitan University, Oxford University, University of Surrey, Kingston University, a whole lot of them. University of West London, Anglia Ruskin University. Quite a number of these universities offer nursing, and they come with scholarships. Okay, I'm going to see if I can actually do a video again bringing a whole list of universities together, but trust me, I already have a video. Either you want to do a top-up degree in nursing, or you want to do a full-time undergraduate course in nursing, these universities have something for you. Okay, so the second option here that we're gonna discuss is employer funding. So if you this one is actually the best method. This is the best I will advise anyone to go for if you're interested in doing even if you are not a how do I put it, if you're not a science student, maybe you've done another course in another specialty or something, but you're interested in becoming a registered nurse. Yeah, while you're finished your studying, I would advise that you volunteer in some hospitals, or you practice in some hospitals as an health carer. Listen to me, I'm getting somewhere. So you practice in those hospitals as a care worker, either as an healthcare assistant, or as a support worker, or care home worker. Any work that affords you working in the healthcare sector and assisting the nurses, assisting the practitioners, go for it. Okay, especially in NHS hospitals. And this is because most NHS employers always give educational funding. This is part of the things that you can discuss with them during your interview. They will ask you, what are your expectations from us? You should always have a question for your employer, honestly, for your interviewer. So they will ask you, what are your expectations from us? And this is one of the things that you can throw to them, that you're looking at building a career in nursing. Is this something that they feel is doable with them? It is something they can assist you or support you with. They will let you know. So these employers, what they do is they have government funding already for education. Yeah. And when you're ready to actually start a career in nursing, all you have to do is speak with your employer. Usually the practice and development department, the team, the nurses, they are in charge of these things. Speak to them that you're interested in studying nursing. Okay, and they will give you the different pathways that they have for you to become a registered nurse. Okay, so I have worked with healthcare assistants that started as healthcare assistant band 2, assistants, and they climbed up to band 3, band 4, and they are now registered nurses. So this is something that is doable, and they did not have to pay a dime for any of the training. Do you know why the UK do this a lot? This is because the UK is very, very short staffed. Like, in fact, the whole world is short staffed, but the UK is really down. For a country that takes health care really serious, and they want their citizens to have the best care possible. And best care is not possible when you don't have enough staff to cater for the patients. So this is one of the reasons why they do all of these things, just to support the system. Okay, so they provide this funding for you. So you speak to your employer, and your employer, you talk to them about they think about the pathway that they have available, because a lot of people always apply for this funding. So this also depends on you. This also depends on how you have proved yourself, how you have placed yourself in the department, and they have seen your dedication, your motivation, and all of that. Every other factor comes into play, but usually there is usually T and C that applies. As people will say, that nothing actually comes free. Yeah, and maybe term, maybe that saying is actually true, because in the end there is terms and conditions. There's a condition to these offers. Okay, so one of the things that they can offer you is maybe nursing associate or nursing apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is a course, is a pathway to studying nursing, to having a degree in nursing. It takes about 4 years for you to do, and this one you will be learning, you will be studying, and you will still be getting paid. Isn't that amazing? And at the end of your studying, either full-time or part-time, you will become a registered nurse. Hey, for free. For free. So this all depends on your employer. So you speak to your employer, you apply for the funding, and they put you through every other thing that you need to do. Now, your funding for apprenticeship, if it is apprenticeship funding you're going for, it is like completely completely free. But if maybe you have a diploma in nursing and you want to do a degree in nursing, your employer can give you either 100% scholarship, 75%, or 50%. This depends on what they can afford at that period in time, at that point in time. Yeah, so usually the condition that comes with this kind of funding, this kind of offer, is that you have to work with that employer for at least a year or two post qualification. Now, this is not does not include the period that you're studying and all of that, and then you think when you're done you can go. You know they go anywhere. You will work for them. You will work for it. They have trained you. You have to give back to them. So post qualification, once you're qualified, then you have to work for them. That is if you are not on the apprenticeship pathway. But because if you're on the apprenticeship pathway, you have to you're studying and you're working, because when another benefit of your employer sponsoring you and funding your education is that they will also adjust your rota in such a way that some of us will be suffering because you are studying. Do you understand? Like, they adjust your rota, your study days, and all of that, just so it's conducive for you to study and still work. Okay, so it's really something that you should consider. If you're in this country and you have all of these opportunities, I don't think it makes sense to pay. Currently, I'm studying the University of Derby. I'm doing a degree in perioperative practice that I am funding myself. And the reason why I'm funding this myself is, at the point I wanted to start this degree, I was not sure if I still wanted to stay with my employer post-qualification to that period, because I did not really like the location where my hospital is. I had no problem with my employer, but I had every problem with the location. Like, it was expensive for nothing, boring, but still relatively expensive, so I had to leave. So that for me did not make sense for me to start that course, because I have to stay with them for 2 years post qualification, at least a year post qualification, which I could not afford. Okay, so it makes sense for you to think this through, and it's really worth it. Honestly, if you like your employer, if you like the environment, you can just start this and start a career in nursing. So now we have discussed employers funding, and we talked about apprenticeship. Yeah, we talked about either you want to go through, maybe you're already a diploma nurse and you want to go through the full pathway, or you want to go through, usually for employers, usually they offer apprenticeship, because with that you can keep working for them and still be studying. You're earning and you're studying. Isn't that amazing? for me, I think that's really super amazing. Yeah. And the second one we talked about is university scholarships, right? I said you can either get 100%, 70, 50, 30, 40. It really depends on your performance in your previous studies, and because they will go through your academic transcript and they will judge by that. It also depends on the funding that is available for that university at that point. And usually for home students, they usually get at least even some universities offer both international and home students £5,000 grant, like free money that you do not have to return. Really, this is really, really amazing, trust me. So the third one that I'm going to share with you, yeah, guys, listen to me. This might sound like but you told us that it's free now. Well, see, if you reason with me, you will see that it is still free. Okay, so the third one is student loan. Ooh. A lot of people, once the year loan, they're like, no, me, I know they do, me, I know they do. See, it is still free. It is still free because you have like eternity to pay. Literally like eternity to pay. I mean, you're working and you're paying, and if they say that you're consistent with your payment, I have heard so much times that some people get a waiver. Like they get a waiver. Oh, you're so consistent with your payment, you're good with this, it's okay, you don't have to pay again. Okay, so let's discuss student loan for those that might be really interested in this one, because this one has got a pathway for you to actually apply for it. So first of all, who qualifies for a student loan? So student loan is from the government. Okay, and you can, and with that you get 100% funding, 100% funding, including tuition and every other living expenses support. 100% funded from the government. Okay, so that is what student loan is. It is from the government. It's a student finance from the government. Okay, and who qualifies for this? Okay, so the university that you want to study at depends the course you want to study, of which in this terms we're talking about nursing. Your nationality, yes, if you're a citizen, if you're not a citizen, yeah, and your residency status. So the residency status is the reason why and the course is the reason why I added this one to the list of the free ways of getting, studying nursing, right? So if you're a resident, right, and you've been living in the UK for at least 3 years, or you have your indefinite leave to remain, or your partner has got this, or your parents have got indefinite leave to remain, they're citizens, bless me, they have lived in the UK for about 3 years and even more, then you definitely qualify for student loan. Okay, you definitely qualify for student loan. And I said it is free, added it to it as it is free because you have to like a lot of years for you to pay back. Okay, you work and you pay, you work and you pay what you can afford to pay. Really, guys, it makes sense. Okay, so how do you apply for a student loan? All you have to do is visit www.gov.uk, and I'm going to pop in the link to this application or in the description for this video. Yeah, so you set up a student finance online account. I spoke with a couple of my colleagues at work that have their students studying nursing, and they were able to do that with student loan. Yeah, because some of them already have their indefinite leave to remain, some of them are already citizens, and these are one of the benefits of, having this country's citizenship. It comes with a whole lot of benefits, right? I really wish that the whole world can really get it right, so we can get to enjoy this everywhere. So all you have to do to apply for a student loan is to visit www.gov.uk, search for student loan. When you search for student loan, all the step that you need to go through is literally there, staring at your face. Okay, staring at you in the face. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, you need to set up a student finance account. Okay, and then you complete the online application. Once you complete the online application, you need to then provide household income. Household income, usually they're asking you to provide your taxable income details, like your tax details. Okay, so usually your parents, your partner who are working, right, they will provide their P60. Okay, they provide their P60 slip and every other any other information that the government needs from them. Once you create your account, yeah, the government, I mean, once you create the account, they will send a link to your, because you put their information there, a link will be sent to them, and through this link they will submit whatever requirement that they have asked from them, which includes their, the number of taxable year or taxable income, their P60 slip, and any other information that they require from them. Okay, they will do this through that link by themselves. They have to do it via that link. It is important that they do it through that link, which they will get after you have made the application and given their details. Okay, now, and then you will need to provide your you need to provide a proof of your identity, and you're in. Okay, so taxable income and the period of year that you need to provide will depend on when you want to apply for the admission. For instance, if you're doing 2022 to 2023, that means you provide your from the previous year. That will be like 2020, 2021. That's the period that you will have to provide your taxable income. You provide it, details of your taxable income. And if you're studying 2023 to 2024, it means you provide like 2021 to 2022. These are the details that you provide. It's really pretty easy, guys, when you want to do this application. Okay, and these are the 3 ways that you can apply to study nursing in the United Kingdom for free. And I tell you, every university that is checked, that is accredited, validated by the Royal College of Nursing, qualifies for you to apply for a student loan. Okay, if you're going through the student loan part, I hope this video is quite explanatory for you, and if you still got questions, I am more than happy to respond to them. So in this video today, we have talked about 2 ways that you can take to actually study nursing in the United Kingdom for free, like with free funding. Okay, the third one, student loan, but guys, it's still free, if you ask me. Okay, so student loan, employer funding / apprenticeship, and university scholarship. So I hope that you found this video useful, and if you did find this video useful, make sure you subscribe, you save, and you share with your friends. And don't forget to drop in the comment section whatever it is you also still want me to talk about. This was not a video I planned to drop, but well, here you have this. Okay, I need to get up now and go get something to eat. I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye. Cheers. Thanks for watching.